Hello everybody, my name is Dusty, and welcome to my channel. First, before we begin, somebody had commented that they didn't see anything in my cup the last time I recorded a video, so I thought I would prove to you that I actually do have stuff in my cup. So today, because we're talking about a reaction video again, I need a little bit of wine in my cup. Or a lot of wine in my cup. We're gonna have to put on our big boy and big girl pants and adult today. This particular thing we're going to be talking about today was something that was actually suggested to me when I had reached out to you guys in the community tab and asked you, do you have any videos you want me to watch? And there were a couple of you that replied back, and I was randomly watching videos on YouTube, and one of the suggested videos had popped up. So I clicked on the channel and kind of watched one of the more recent videos just to kind of get a feel of what was happening, and oh my god, whew, there is a whole lot going on with this channel that we're going to be looking at today and watching some of the videos on. So the one video that I had watched was kind of my introductory video into the channel. The channel is called Chandler's Wildlife, and a lot of people had been commenting on some of the stuff I was posting about him and kind of saying that they were interested in this video, so again, that's why I'm doing it today. But the video I had watched was, let me actually pull up what the video is called here, World's Biggest Spider. And the reason this kind of threw me off when I first watched it was, one, because he called it a spider, and two, because he had this tarantula crawling on his face. So I clicked on the thumbnail and I was watching the video, and the first reaction I had was, this is kind of like a Logan or Jake Paul of the pet keeping community. Every day, bro, with the Disney Channel flow. This guy seems to be very energetic and very out there. He was very entertaining to watch for the entertainment value, not so much for the educational value. And during this video, he was kind of going about talking about this tarantula. He kind of had some mishaps with it. He put it under his tree wrapped, and the dog accidentally stepped on the container it was in, and then when he was talking about it, he was kind of shaking it around, and it just made me cringe so bad right off the bat.
Yeah! Woo! Christmas! Christmas! I love you! Christmas! Where you going? Run to! Run to! Get out of the snake room.
And he opened it up, was holding it, let it crawl up his arm, and the first thing I thought was, oh my god, if this thing falls, it's gonna die. And that was my first reaction. The second reaction I had was when he's like, okay, we gotta go get an enclosure for it, and I was like, wait, you didn't have this set up yet before you got the tarantula? So I was kind of continuing to watch the video. I wasn't trying to be too hypercritical of him. Like, I didn't want to be too mean to him, I suppose, right off the bat, because it was the first video I had watched, so obviously I'm not going to be like, oh, he's a terrible person right off the bat, but there were some things that kind of triggered me in a way, and one of the videos that you guys wanted me to watch was, let me see what it's actually called here. It's called The Kiss of Death with King Cobra. Whoa. So going back to the tarantula video, he had set up the enclosure, and the first thing I thought was, I don't think that's the right setup for that tarantula. Went over to Tom's Big Spiders, typed in Goliath, got the result I was looking for, and I read up on it, and this guy had set up the completely wrong enclosure for this size tarantula, and it kind of blew my mind that he didn't even get down the basic husbandry for this animal that he was educating people about. And I think that's the biggest issue I have with a lot of people who make videos. They're making videos about animals that they really don't know anything about. When I first got my hamster Baxter, I thought I was doing everything right. I had researched it. I got him. I got the enclosure for free. I was like, this is great. People told me I was doing it wrong. I changed everything up right away and got it all situated. I'm constantly learning, so I'm never going to claim that I'm an expert. But before I go out and teach you guys, like, hey, this is how you care for it, I introduced you guys to it and I said, this is what I'm doing with it, this is what I'm feeding it, this is what I recommend from what I have heard, and it just kind of threw me off that he didn't even say, hey, I found this out from this place. So just by looking for a brief minute at Tom's Big Spiders, I already figured out that he was doing stuff wrong with his tarantula, so I couldn't imagine what he was doing with the cobra. So we're gonna now jump in and watch the video that he did with the cobra and see how it goes. It's about 11 minutes long. It's called The Kiss of Death, and the thumbnail kind of is already freaking me out. I'm terrible when it comes to venomous snakes. I can tolerate snakes. I love snakes. I appreciate them for what they are. I don't own any, and I don't plan on owning any in the near future, so I'm kind of freaking out about watching this video. But let's just hop right into it, and we'll watch it together. Okay guys, so we are at the video. It's called The Kiss of Death with King Cobra. It has almost 90,000 views to it. Something I kind of wanted to point out was that he does have 110,000 subscribers, so he has a fairly large audience, and we've looked at people with fairly large audiences before, but there's this kind of warning that pops up before every video. It says, do not replicate or reenact anything you see in these videos. These animals are extremely dangerous, and a simple mistake could leave you seriously injured or killed. Chandler has been working with wildlife his whole life and is licensed to handle and possess these animals. Chandler is a professional and surrounds himself with professionals. What? So I think this is kind of relating back to kind of concerns people have with Brian and stuff, but kind of putting animals in kind of uncomfortable situations and kind of expecting it to be okay. The issue I have with people who put animals in uncomfortable situations is that a lot of people aren't going to stop and read this. A lot of people are going to jump into a video, see something cool, and then go out and do it. And you can put as many warning labels as you want on it, but continuously doing these things and getting a lot of views on it, people are going to want to reenact it. I watched Viper Keeper for such a long time. I always loved watching his videos. He handled the animals respectfully. He didn't put them in any conditions that made them overly stressed. So I'm very concerned about this video, because I know that tarantula video, while it wasn't showing any signs that it was stressed, I can only imagine what it was doing. And the issue, again, with that tarantula video was that he was letting it crawl over him, and if it fell, or if it decided to run, because those tarantulas can run extremely fast, if it decided to run, it probably would have ran right off of him and died. So in a way, he is putting animals in stressful and potentially harmful situations, and that's the reason why I was like, wow, this is a video I have to make. So we're gonna jump in and start watching this, and we'll see how it goes. Okay. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 20, are we at like 10?
What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to another Chandler's Wildlife. I got Will, my OG cameraman right there. Come on, show what's up. Hey! Nice wets. By the way, guys, he just started his own YouTube channel where he shows you how he creates all these little setups and whatnot. So if you want to see more of that, and also he might be training a baby lion soon that's coming into another facility he works at. So definitely keep up with what he's doing. We'll put the link in the description. So check that out, Will's new channel. Look at this. We just got this guy set up in his new enclosure, the Western Diamondback. We got rid of the old black Neodesh cage, all scratched up. We put that in another room. We're going to keep it for quarantine. And we decided to do old vision cages right here, so it all matches up and looks beautiful. You see how well lit up it is? He's putting all the lights in. By, I want to say, 2 weeks from now, all these vision cages should be all lit up like exhibits. It's going to look insane. And guys, check this out. All these new rattlers that we've introduced to the snake room are doing fantastic. This black-tailed rattlesnake has already gone through several meals, looking healthy as can be, doesn't have a problem eating, and he's enjoying his new enclosure. Look how beautiful that snake is. And he's all relaxed, he's not rattling like crazy. Here, let's show him the het for albino Eastern Diamondback. Now this female is actually getting ready to go through shed. She doesn't look as...
So maybe I'm just a little, like, biased in this. But in my, like, I understand people breed rattlesnakes, and I understand people like them, they think they're really cool. I would never keep a rattlesnake, just because of the potential for harm. I'm not going to say anyone's wrong for keeping them. I know I personally don't have any experience with them. I tried to avoid them at all costs. In my state, it's illegal to own these kinds of animals, and it's extremely hard to get a license to own them. I knew a teacher of mine who really wanted to, because he taught science, and he thought it was so cool that these animals existed in the world, and he had a huge appreciation for animals, but even he couldn't get a license. So I know it does take a lot to get licenses for these types of animals. You have to go through a certain amount of care, and I can tell that they're labeled probably with their scientific name and everything else like that. But me personally, I'm going to say right in the beginning, I don't know anything about venomous snakes other than the fact they're venomous. And I'd assume that a lot of their care is kind of identical to non-venomous snakes. I don't know. It's something where if it ever came up, I would probably say no thank you and walk away. So I'm already really nervous about this video and what it entails.
Beautiful as she usually does, but look how thick she is. She actually just ate last night. Look how big and beautiful she's getting. Awesome.
You should show the next 2 days.
I hope so. And I bet you guys have been wondering what's going on with the baby boas. They are doing fantastic. I've already given one away to a friend of mine. He's going to raise them up, and it's going to be his personal pet. But all these other boas are doing fantastic. I'm going to keep raising them up, keep feeding them, and eventually I'll probably end up just keeping 1 or 2, because I really don't need 3 boa constrictors. As you can see, I have plenty of snakes here. Look how awesome they are. Sweet. I'm going to put these guys back in their
monetize.
Closure. There we go. Back to do their thing. Awesome. The King Cobra light is off right now. I'm going to have to do some maintenance with him because he has gone to the bathroom quite a few times.
Hey Chandler.
Yeah.
You know that you just hit, right?
What?
100,000 subscribers.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm serious.
Oh! That's what I'm talking about. Boom! Yeah! Alright, so I was thinking skydive, huh?
You know what that means?
Yeah, I gotta do something crazy. I was thinking maybe skydiving.
No.
What?
Skydiving?
Yeah, just jump out of a plane. Woo! You know what I'm talking about?
Bro, you could just jump off me, it'd be the same thing.
Okay, if you really want me to. What do you think we should do?
There's a gaboon, there's a cobra. You know, I don't think anybody actually.
Well, I gotta oh, dude, he heard us talking about him.
Yeah, he did.
Look at him. I gotta clean his cage. He pooped in his box, he pooped everywhere.
You know what I think he wants?
I'm sure he doesn't want that.
What? I really do think that Kevin wants a kiss.
Okay. Woo! Woo! I don't think he wants that at all. I think he wants the farthest thing from a kiss. Okay, so I've quoted Tom's Big Spiders on this channel a lot over the last couple of days because I have been listening to his podcast almost non-stop, and he kind of talked about something similar to that's kind of the situation about handling like tarantulas. His opinion is handling's really not necessary. They don't really care they're being handled, and it gives them no benefit to be handled. They get nothing from it. We get all the enjoyment from it. In this situation with the cobra, I doubt this cobra wants to be held. I doubt this cobra wants to be kissed. I doubt this cobra wants to be here in general, but, like, no! No! Don't do that! That's ridiculous! Why would you do that? Why would that even be an idea? Leave it alone! Don't! I'm not pulling out my goldfish and being like, oh, he wants a kiss. No! No! I'm not going to pull out my trench and be like, oh, it's on my head. No! Don't! Just leave it alone!
You're talking about the kiss of death, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's only the kiss of death if you die, but...
Okay,
yeah.
Let me explain to the viewers out there. The kiss of death is like the ultimate...
You know, before he even explains it, I could probably figure out what the kiss of death is. He's probably going to say, it's like this adrenaline rush. You kiss the snake before it kills you, and it's supposed to make you feel powerful and big and bad.
Trick you can do in a cobra show. See, overseas, over in Southeast Asia, where they do these cobra shows, and they pull them out, they talk about the local snakes, they do this and that, they let people hold some non-venomous pythons. Well, one of the big bangers, the big tricks for the show is the kiss of death. There's 2 ways of doing this. The cobra's hooded up like that, and the person comes over and kisses them right above the head.
No. You get over that thing, it'll get you in the heart. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Nope. Nope.
And then there's the real kiss of death, when you go face to face with a hooded up king cobra, and you kiss it right on the lips.
And then you die! Jesus! Woo! Boy, oh boy! Oh no!
That's
no.
a spicy meatball.
That's a spicy meatball! So anyways,
that's a
basically,
big ball of
the kiss of death is the ultimate stupid stunt you could do with a cobra.
And this guy is a licensed professional. What? What? Okay. So you know how in the beginning it says he's a licensed professional, he surrounds himself with professionals, and then he's like, you know what? You know what? I'm a licensed professional, so I know how to kiss a cobra without it killing me.
You know...
Wait, so that means we're gonna do it, right? I mean, 100,000 subscribers, bro, you gotta be loyal to your fans.
Let me just tell you something. 100,000 subscribers, right? We do the kiss of death.
Yeah.
What happens for 500,000? What happens for 1,000,000? How do I...
If you're still alive...
up it? What do I do?
I got you. I came up with this one, didn't I?
Okay, so what do you think we should do for 500,000 or 1,000,000? How are we gonna up it? Great white shark dive? Like...
I know where there's a...
Great white shark
giraffe.
dive. What did you say? Giraffe?
What? Nothing?
What about a giraffe?
Nothing.
Great white shark dive.
Nothing.
500,000 subscribers, great white shark dive.
Deal.
You gonna come?
Free diving?
If they'll let us.
We can rent a boat.
That's true. We can get like a little dinghy. All right, great white shark dive for 500,000.
So they're assuming they're gonna survive this stuff.
But
First, out of the way first.
Well,
let's survive this.
I mean, unless he... obviously they're not gonna post it if he died, but like... Why? You know, I think it's just because where I grew up, I had an uncle who lived on the Mississippi River, and his dog got bit by a rattlesnake, and it died, like, not instantly, obviously, but it did not recover and ended up passing away. I am super cautious when it comes to venomous animals. In Wisconsin, in particular, we have very limited numbers of venomous snakes, but when I go to those areas that I know they exist in, I am overly cautious. I'm not going to pick it up and be like, I'm going to take this home and put it in an enclosure, and then in 2 years I'm going to kiss it on the lips. No!
I gotta prepare mentally for this. So let's cue training montage. Step on my feet! Step on my feet!
But my feet are way bigger than yours.
Just step on my feet. What is that supposed to mean? Is that a penis joke? Come on. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Kiss some death!
1, 2, 3.
Kiss some death!
1, 2, 3.
Kiss some death!
He's gonna get himself tired out. He's not gonna be able to block that snake when it comes straight at his face.
1, 2, 3.
I don't wanna die! I don't wanna die! I don't wanna die! Oh, I'm gonna have such nice abs when I'm in the casket. Bro, can you make sure
Monetize.
like they make me look sexy as hell when I'm in my casket?
I mean, I guess.
You know I love you, buddy, right? Run, two, come here, I wanna play with you before I die. Come on.
This is the dog that steps on the tarantula. I will say I love dachshunds. I have a dachshund, so I'm not gonna dock him for having a dachshund. Hey, but what I will say though is this dog would be nowhere near this room. If I had this room, and I'm never having this room, but if I had this room, my dog would not be allowed near it. And that's just because I know sometimes snakes get out. And if I have a venomous snake roaming around, my wiener dog or dachshund is going to look like a tasty treat. So this dachshund would not be allowed halfway on the side of the house. Like, it would be in the farthest possible room away from these snakes. And I'm not saying that these snakes are terrible creatures or anything, but you have to take precautions.
I love my wiener! Alright, Ronzi, get out of here unless you want to die.
I think this is kind of like the Jake Paul, Logan Paul, like, energy that I was talking about before. He's entertaining. I will give him the entertainment value, but I don't think, like, you have, if you're a licensed professional, you have to take into consideration that people who aren't a licensed professional are watching this and thinking, this is so cool, like, you're getting so pumped up to hold and kiss this snake, and you can't stop people from doing it. You can put that warning in the front of the video, but, like, that's all you can do. I don't think they're taking this seriously enough to have these kinds of animals. Like Viper Keeper, he tells you all the warnings. It's like, if I get bit by this, like, it's gonna be bad. He goes through all the things that could happen. He makes sure all the precautions are taken.
Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see Viper Keeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
So it doesn't. He doesn't just whip out a cobra and he's like, whoa, look at me kiss it. He still has the snake tongs and he has everything. Like the snake hook. Like, Viper Keeper, I could handle talking to Viper Keeper and I could handle going into his venomous animal room. No problem, because I would trust him as a keeper because I've watched him for so long and I know he's all about education and not so much entertainment. And that's what I love about Viper Keeper. This guy, I think, is more about entertainment than he is about education, so it's kind of blurring those lines a lot.
Go! Go! Good boy. Don't give me that shit. Get out of here.
Roger, get out.
And I'd be closing that door so fast.
Kevin! I don't want to die and go to heaven! You got this, Chip. You got this. Come on, you got this. You got this. You're gonna be the best thing that King Cobra's ever had in his life. Ready for this, Chris, Kevin? Get up there! You know, this is what your life has come to.
Is he actually gonna kiss the snake with lipstick on?
You know, you want a successful YouTube channel, you gotta keep it going, you gotta keep it fresh. People want to see you nearly die. Why do you think they subscribe? They don't like you, they don't think you're funny, they just want to see you die. You've got this, you know? Kevin likes you. He thinks you're a good guy. You'll make it.
No, he doesn't. Kevin doesn't think that. Kevin thinks you look like a tasty treat, and Kevin wants to eat you.
You can't watch this and not laugh. You know we're just joking around. We're professionals. We like to be goofy. But it's time to get serious. Let's do this thing. Alright guys, let's do this. Oh, it's locked. Where's the key? Gotta ask the snake gods for the key. Snake gods! Get
We're professionals. But snake gods, give me the key!
me the key to Kevin! Ow! Ow! Okay, thanks. Alright, thanks.
The other thing I will say is I don't think screaming in front of your venomous snake enclosure that you're gonna pull out is the best way to make sure that animal isn't stressed before you pull it out and kiss it! Oh my god!
He's ready to go.
I don't think he's ready to go. He's ready to go. Like, leave. Like, kill you and eat you and then leave. That does not look like a snake that's ready to go! Close the enclosure and walk away.
Alright. The door opening to the box is closed, so he can't actually get me right now.
Well, that's good to know.
Alright, he's locked up. He's in the box.
Wait. Did he stick his head in before he locked the box? Okay.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do, guys. He's in the box, locked up, ready to go.
Is the door closed?
To make this a lot easier, I'm gonna clean out his poop right now, and the last thing we're gonna do is gonna kiss it to death, and then we'll put him back in his enclosure.
Well, I hope so.
So I want to minimize stress on the animal.
But you're still gonna kiss him. That's kind of stressful, isn't it?
That's a nice poop.
Wait.
Very nice.
He's reaching.
Very nice. Very nice.
Bare hands.
Actually, okay. A little more poop right there. Let's give his water bowl a good scrub. We always like to take all our water bowls out once every week or so and actually give him a good scrub. So let's go over here, dump out this water, get all this nasty.
I like that. But your door's still open. Chandler!
We want the best for our animals.
Close your door!
So it's always good to make sure the bowls are nice and clean. Get all that nasty stuff off the sides that's growing. Give them a nice clean bowl because our animals get only the best. There we go. That should be good. Perfect. Nice and clean. Let me fill that up. Good stuff. Nice clean bowl. Let's go over here. We're just about done.
Water conditioner?
And it's about time for the kiss of death.
Okay.
All right, guys. Moment of truth. 100,000 subscribers. Thank you. Thank you, guys. This is for you. So if I die, it's your fault. Let's do that.
I will say, though, if he dies, it wouldn't be our fault. It would be his fault. Because he decided to take a venomous animal, put it in a wooden box, pull it out, kiss it, then try to put it back in its enclosure. Whew. I'm stressing like hardcore. Oh, no. That's a big snake. Big snake. What? Oh, he looks angry.
Look at the king.
We have a guy who thinks he's Steve Irwin. That snake is like, what just happened? What? Oh my god. What? Okay, I will give him this, though. That snake was probably bred in captivity. It's probably used to human contact. But still, it's an animal. It's unpredictable. Like, it's just insane. I'm not going to pull out my tarantula and be like, you know, like, that was bred in captivity. But I'm not just going to kiss it and expect it to be okay. You know, these animals can be unpredictable. In all seriousness, they can be unpredictable. That's why you prepare for the worst. His door probably wasn't even closed, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't think it's necessary to put animals in these kinds of situations if it doesn't benefit them at all. If you were taken to the vet and you had to take them out, sure, by all means. But to take them out and to do something like this is just idiotic. There's no reason for it. The animal doesn't benefit from it. You only benefit from it. And so you're putting it in this situation to potentially kill you for views.
Ladies and gentlemen, the kiss of death. 100,000!
I feel like this is like the example of like putting your life at risk for views, and then like when people copy you, you're like, oh, well, I said don't do it. It's like one of those do as I say, not as I do moments. And we see those all the time on YouTube. And people are still going to do it, and people are still going to get hurt, and people are still going to possibly get killed from stunts like this because they want 100,000 subscribers like this guy, and they're not going to think twice about it. I just feel like putting views and putting subscribers higher than your life or other people's lives is kind of is an awkward situation. Like Viper Keeper records his videos by himself. He closes his door, you know? Like, and even if something does happen, he has precautions put into place. If that guy was bit right there, what would he have done? His friend would have had to close the box. His friend would have had to help him. It just, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up to me. And maybe this cobra doesn't actually have its fangs, or maybe it had some glands removed or something. But I don't know. I just think it's an unnecessary risk for nothing, basically. For nothing. Just because people are subscribed to you doesn't mean you're going to go out and do something stupid. Like, I know a lot of people do, but you don't have to. And if you have a young audience, you know, there are risks associated with doing stuff like this.
1,000 subscribers, Will! Give me some!
Lock the box!
100,000 subscribers.
Put a lock on the box!
White shorts. And at 1 million, I don't know. Maybe we'll go to no. Okay. Anyways, and at 1 million, maybe fight a grizzly bear, right? Yeah. This was quite the adventure, guys. It's just gonna keep continuing on and on. We're gonna be traveling the world pretty soon. I actually have some great connections down in Costa Rica and South America, different spots. So next year, 2019. It's gonna be a spicy meatball, baby. All right, let me just put Kevin back in his enclosure. Alright guys, just gotta lock the cage up. Awesome, awesome. Will, here's your hat back. Thank you for letting me borrow it.
Thanks, buddy.
100,000 subscribers. Thank you guys. Dead serious. This has been a dream of mine to run my own channel, do my own wildlife show, and you guys made it possible. Thank you so much. Happy holidays, guys. Thank you, Will. Give me some more.
Okay. Let's recap. So this guy Chandler, obviously wants to die. Oh my god. So that was one of the more stressful videos I've watched in a while. I'm actually like legitimately sweating. I don't know why this is a thing. I don't. You know how he said like at the end this is his dream of his to run an animal education channel or a show. I think he's putting more attention into the show rather than more attention into the animals. He had kind of mentioned how animal shows do this sort of thing, and you know, there are examples where that does not turn out okay, and I feel like he's just doing an unnecessary risk for no particular reason. If I ever reach 100,000 subscribers, I am not doing something stupid. You know, I'm gonna go and have a cake and a glass of champagne and go to bed. I am not doing anything stupid. I just... Again, I keep relating this to like Logan and Jake Paul because they do unnecessary risks for rewards, and then people try to mimic them and copy them, and it doesn't go well, and people are like, why did this happen? It's like, well, I don't know, because I saw somebody kiss a cobra on YouTube. I don't know. I respect him for what he does. I will say I respect him for what he does, and I will continue to watch him because I think he is entertaining, but I don't think it's one of those things that people should be watching and being like, whoa, like, I want to do this. Like, if you want to know education about these types of animals, go watch Viper Keeper. Viper Keeper doesn't have any unnecessary risks for any particular reason. He doesn't even show his subscriber count because I don't think he cares about it. He's more interested in the education part. And I think that's kind of what separates them, is we have one person here, Chandler, trying to create a show that entertains people, but might not necessarily be that great for animals. And when Steve Irwin died, there was a giant debate on whether or not what he was doing was actually good for the animals or for him, and there was other people that were doing the same thing, but weren't putting animals in an unnecessary risk or into stress. And I think it's going to be one of those things where only the future can tell, but all I know is I think it's kind of dangerous and it's kind of immature to be putting out videos that could potentially get people the wrong idea on how these animals should be treated. I think these animals should be treated with the utmost dignity and respect because they could kill you in like a heartbeat if they wanted to, but that's just my opinion, and I want to know what your opinion is about this because it kind of seems to be split. I commented on one of his videos and I already had some negative reactions towards it. I was posting stuff on Twitter and people were like, please, like, be careful doing this because you don't want to make enemies and stuff like that, and I completely understand all of those points, but I think this one in particular is an important one to share because we don't want anybody making mistakes that could cost them their lives. So leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about him, if you've watched him before, if you have any opinions on him. And make sure you like and subscribe if you want to. If you hate me because of this, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I can't. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.